Hi everyone, it's lovely to have you join me in this Christmas week. Now I know what you're thinking, you'd have looked at that picture and think, she has lost the plot altogether. But I felt you needed something just to lift the spirit a little bit. We've all had these announcements, the change to the Christmas plans, and for many people it has almost been the last straw. I have met a number of people over the last few weeks who I would say are at the end of their tether. It's almost like I can't cope with any more, this is all just too much. It's difficult, but it's not insurmountable. We can get there if we stick to being together. So stick together, help each other, and we will get there. Now, I wondered what on earth I could say to you this week that was going to help to lift your Christmas spirit. And I really was stumped because I didn't want to sound like I was preachy. There's nothing worse when you're feeling down and fed up with people going, oh, be happy, be glad, look on the bright side. And you feel like saying, oh, get lost. I don't feel like that at all. So hopefully some of what I'll say might just hit home. Now, there were three things. One actually only occurred this morning and it was on the news. There was an announcement, or one of the announcers actually said, this is Christmas week. So here we are in the lead up to Christmas, a time when we're normally all happy and joyful and looking forward to wonderful times ahead, instead of which everyone's feeling resentful, angry, fearful, awful. And I listened to it and I thought, oh, that's just dreadful. So we don't want to let ourselves fall into that trap where we can become so obsessed with the negatives that it ruins everything. Christmas will come. It doesn't matter how we celebrate it, but Christmas will come and will go. So make the most of Christmas. Another thing that occurred to me, or I heard, was on a radio program on Sunday. And it was Michael Ball, I think, who I know can be a bit cheesy, but I think he actually is quite sincere. And he said this Christmas, he said, why not reach out to other people? So instead of being totally looking inwards and reacting to how Christmas is going to affect you, well, it's making me sad. I'm frightened now. I'm scared. I'm very angry at what the government's done. Try and look out with yourself and turn to other people. If you reach out to them, it can be just a phone call. It could be a knock on the door, maybe on Christmas morning. You stand well back and just say from the gate, just come to wish you a happy Christmas. It could mean the world to somebody else, and helping somebody else can actually lift your spirits. Now, there was a quote that you may remember from, certainly it came out at the beginning of all of these problems, and it was during the first lockdown. And it was, we are not all in the same boat, but we are in the same storm. Some people have yachts, some have canoes, and some are drowning. Just be kind and help anyone wherever you can. Lovely thought, so it's worth thinking about. And the last thing, and I know you're going to laugh at this, it's about Santa. Now, Santa to all children is Christmas, and to a lot of us adults, it's still Santa means Christmas. And there was a story that was on, I think it was social media, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, round about the time my grandson was like, I know exactly who Santa is. Obviously, parents, when they get to that stage, it's, oh dear, this is the Christmas is going to be absolutely ruined. That's all the magic and everything will go. And a lady put on social media how she dealt with it with her son. So he'd written a letter addressed to Santa, and in the letter it said, are you really my parents putting my presents out? The parents, you can imagine, were in turmoil. What on earth did they do? How did they answer this without upsetting everything? So the answer they came up with was this. They actually said to their son, there is no one Santa. And yes, we are the people who actually put the presents in your stocking, as are parents all over the world. But there is a Santa. He doesn't live at the North Pole. Santa is the spirit of Christmas, the spirit of giving, of love. And the boy, you can imagine when he read this, was, hang on a minute, what is all this about? And the letter went on, and I'll read you some of this. So it said, Santa is the magic, love, and spirit of giving to others. It is something that we can't see, we can't touch, we can't hold in our hand, but we believe. And we are taught that from being children. That gives us the capability of doing that for the rest of our lives. It is certainly a great thing to have, the ability to be able to believe in ourselves, in our friends, in love, in lots of different things that we can't measure, we can't hold in our hand. We've been taught that from an early age because Santa was the teacher of all that. So again, I'll read you a little bit more. And it says, Santa is helped by all of the people whose hearts he has filled with joy. Santa is love and magic. He is hope and happiness. And we are on his team. To the little boy, the parents said, now that you are old enough to understand, you now become Santa, and it is up to you to keep that magic alive. So we need to take on that mantle. We need to keep the magic alive for ourselves and for others. So if you think about it, Santa is about unselfish giving. Thank you all so much for all you have given to me. Yes, the lovely presents and things and cards, but the love and the affection and the support, all things that we can't measure. I believe in you. Hope you believe in me, and please believe in Christmas. So on Christmas Eve, jingle those bells. Have a lovely Christmas. Take care, everyone. Happy Christmas.